Are the Spurs done?
Yes.
Finished?
Yes. I don't say that with any disrespect. I had picked them to win this series in 6 games. I was wrong. I thought that their experience, combined with their youth, their coaching, gave them a decided edge. I'm not mad at myself, man enough to admit I'm wrong. OKC and Miami in the finals is something that I picked before the season.
Yeah, you flipped
began.
and then flopped back.
And I flipped. Well, it's not a matter of flopping back. It's just the reality staring you in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, these dudes are 23 years of age, and they're running them. San Antonio, for some reason, at a particular moment, as I was watching them in Game 4, live from Oklahoma City, at some point, they just looked old. They did not look old. When they got blown out in Game 3, they didn't look old.
Right.
They just look, I mean, Oklahoma City was just on fire.
Yeah.
But at certain pivotal moments in Game 4, they just didn't seem to have a step. They didn't seem like themselves. Tony Parker looked every bit to 29. He didn't look 29. He looked like somebody who had been through a lot of wars.
Yeah.
I thought he looked 20.
Exactly.
No, he did for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, he just...
So this is attrition that's just caught up to the older Spurs.
It just looks that way.
Yeah.
It just looks that way. And then when you watch Durant, it's some of his mannerisms, just the things that I'm seeing him do. Yeah, he's getting fired up, but he hits a jumper. You know, he misses on the alley-oop, but recovers, hits the baseline J. But then he goes like this. Relax.
Right.
We got this. It's okay. They're in San Antonio in a Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals and seem completely unfazed. Yet I look on the San Antonio bench, tight, nervous, a bit of trepidation in their eyes and their heart. You can just feel it. It's tangible. I mean, you can just feel it, and you're watching it, and you're watching this take place before your very eyes, and you're saying they can't overcome this. If anybody can, they can.
Yeah.
I just don't. I can't see. I was there in Oklahoma City with that crowd in Chesapeake Energy Arena.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful setting. I can't imagine San Antonio going into that house tomorrow night. I mean, it would say a lot to me about the Spurs, even more so than I've already praised them with. If they went into that house on Wednesday night and did it, it would make me look good because the pick would still be alive since I picked them to win the series. I just can't see it. I can't see them doing it. I think that Oklahoma City closes them out tomorrow night.
All right.
I'm also man enough to admit when I'm wrong.
Really?
But I'm not wrong
It's
yet.
never happened, though.
I'm not wrong yet. I'm not going to flip-flop. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon yet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's not a bandwagon.
I'm sticking with them.
It's not a bandwagon. It's just a game. It's what you're seeing. What you're seeing.
Okay.
And that's the best way to ask you this question. What you're seeing. Forget your pride. Forget your ego, which is as big as any athlete, any professional executive. Bigger. Forget all of that stuff. Forget all of that stuff.
Come on, give me a break here.
Based on what your eyes have seen.
Yeah.
Tell me what you see tomorrow night.
I saw Game 5 in Oklahoma City go to the wire, and I saw Kevin Durant go off in the fourth quarter. As great a close as I've ever seen. What was it?
Game 4 you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Game 4. Game 4 at Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
What did he score? 18 in the fourth?
16 straight.
16 straight.
16 straight.
Yes.
That's what it took to hold off the Spurs in Game 4 in Oklahoma City. Last night in Game 5, it took shot after big shot after big shot. 3 threes in the fourth quarter from James Harden, a huge shot from Westbrook, 2 or 3 big shots from Durant to hold off the Ginobili-led charge. All of them. Duncan started to contribute late. He didn't look like old, slow Tim Duncan in the last 5 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with my pick on pride and guts and know-how. And one other factor. On Saturday night, as I sat and watched my TV, I wasn't in Oklahoma City. I was just in my living room watching my friend Stephen A. Smith live from courtside after the game in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I was going to say a stand-up, but I think it was a sit-down.
It was a stand-up.
Yeah.
It was a stand-up.
Was it stand-up? I thought it was a sit-down.
Yeah, I
thought you were like cooling it sitting down.
I was standing up. Well, they had me very, very relaxed there. I can understand why you would make
Shades
that
leaning
mistake.
back. This is Stephen A. Back to you.
It was nice. It was nice.
And I got this. And your point was, and I don't want to paraphrase, I don't want to mince your words, as you say, or put words in your mouth.
Right.
But you said, in effect, that if, in fact, these Oklahoma City Thunder go to San Antonio and win Game 5, it is over. And you said, how do I know that? Because they told me so.
Basically.
The Thunder told you,
Yes,
right?
but I wasn't quoting anybody. What I was saying is you walked inside the locker room, and there, whether it was Derek Fisher, whether it was Nazir Muhammad, whether it was Kevin Durant, whether it was James Harden, anybody else, their attitude was the series was Game 5.
Yeah.
We go to San Antonio, and we can come back here up 3-2.
Yeah.
It's a different
conventional
ballgame.
thinking because you're not going to go to San Antonio and win a Game 7.
No, I'm saying that's what they were saying.
Okay.
That's what they were like. They were like, to them, the whole series had come down to Game 5. They didn't even comprehend, Game 6, we're going to come back here and we can't close the deal. Their whole thing was, we got to win Game 5. We know what's at stake. We're going to find out a lot about ourselves if we're able to pull out
I
that.
took that between the lines as a guarantee from the Oklahoma City
So did
Thunder.
I took it that way. They didn't say that.
So
but
let's
I took it that
put
way.
it on the record right here.
I didn't.
The Thunder have guaranteed a Game 6 win.
So you're trying to.
I heard it here first from this man.
The Spurs
I heard it.
board material is what you're doing.
I heard it here first.
There you go. You're an
Stephen A. Smith, who knows all, he's plugged in.
Clearly,
to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
clearly,
and he is Mr. Oklahoma City now.
Stop it. But clearly, I don't know all because
Am I right?
I picked San Antonio in 6 games. Clearly, I don't know all.
People in your hometown are questioning your motives right now.
Yes,
you're firing up the Spurs.
I'm only repeating what my friend said.
It's not like that.
The NBA insider, Stephen A. Smith, said,
I'm with you.
Book it.
You got what I said.
I got to book it from a young
boy.
I never heard the word. I never heard the word book.
No.
Guarantee. How about let's just use it.
I never heard guarantee.
I heard guarantee.
I heard they had swagger and attitude.
They didn't say it like that. They said the series was about Game 5.
And you can't dispute that. It was.
That's all.
It was about
Exactly.
Game 5.